Yes, they miss you. And no, their silence isn't because they don't care or they've moved on. It's fear. In my last video, I said all the things avoidants don't or can't or won't. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly where that silence leads and why it keeps people waiting, why it's dangerous to keep waiting on somebody who can't or won't show up, who simply doesn't have the capacity to give you what you need or what you deserve. Let me say this, avoidants don't stop missing people just because they stop communicating. Silence is not emotional absence. It's emotional containment. This is about their capacity to show up, especially when things get real. They're not calm, and they don't just want peace. They're regulated through distance and distance only. For avoidance, remember, space feels safe. That is their sanctuary. Connection feels activating. And when they miss you, their inner dialogue doesn't sound romantic. It sounds like this. If I reach out, something will be expected. They're going to expect something from me that I don't know if I can give. If we reconnect, I won't be able to control the pace. I won't be able to control myself. And if I feel this fully, if I allow myself to experience this fully, I'll lose myself. If I hurt them again, I'll prove that I am not safe. So instead of leaning toward connection, you see them, you watch them, you experience them pull away time and time again. Not because they don't care, but because connecting destabilizes them. Caring destabilizes their nervous system. Their attachment system gets pinged, and they are geared to pull away. In fact, they thrive in distance, or at least that's what their nervous system would have them believe. Missing you doesn't feel warm to them. It doesn't feel like the way that you feel when you miss them. And I know that's hard to hear. To them, it feels like a loss of control. Their body learned early that closeness equals some sort of obligation. Need equals danger, and emotion equals overwhelm. They never learned the concept of reciprocity, giving and receiving in equal amounts. Not always equal, but generally at the end of the day, right? Maybe someone's giving 60, someone's giving 40, but eventually we get that balance. So when missing you comes up for them, their system simply says, shut this down. Avoid, disarm, disconnect. Silence becomes a form of self-protection for the dismissive avoidant. And this is why waiting for them to miss you enough doesn't work. This is why no contact doesn't work. I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with that said, I signed up with a no contact program or a no contact coach. And I said, you're wasting your time and money. They already miss you, but missing someone doesn't equate to the capacity, the emotional capacity and container that you need in a relationship. You know what does? Healing. So if you keep waiting for a text that requires some specific amount of emotional risk that they don't know how to take, you're going to stay stuck in hope instead of in the truth of what's really happening here. And that's what my channel is about, is speaking the truth of what's actually happening so that you don't have false hope. So here's the grounded truth once and for all. You deserve someone who can miss you and also move toward you, not someone who misses you quietly or silently and disappears forever. They miss you, but they don't know how to hold that connection without losing themselves. So they feel like if I hold this connection, if I create space and a container for this connection, that I will disappear, that I will simply cease to be. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about what actually hits them after they leave and why the relief that people assume they feel usually doesn't actually last. So stay tuned, guys. This is a mini series that I'm doing. You're not going to want to miss the next few videos.